Good morning, everyone. And since a very long time, many people are asking me few questions like how to write a research paper. And this video is specifically for those students who believe writing a research paper is a very easy thing. If you know English and you can write a research paper or an article, it is not simple or easy path. Knowledge of English is different and the writing skills is different. Though it is a debatable issue, many people believe that English is everything, but personally I believe it is just an language, and as much as you will practice about it, you will have a grip over it. So here I want to tell what the exactly you have to do for writing a research paper which can publish in very good journal under like Elsevier, Springer or Bailey. Currently, I have one publications in all the biggest publishers, say Elsevier, Springer, Bailey, Taylor and Francis, right? And still I'm learning how to write research paper and I'm updating my knowledge, but in particular I want to tell you basic things which can help you, specifically help to Indian students. So let's proceed that writing a research paper is started by literature review, and you have to collect recent articles which published in recent years. Even I will not encourage to search last 5 years, just 1 or 2 years, or if next year's um, research paper is with you, it's a wonderful. Secondly, you no need to touch any conference proceeding, you no need to touch any journal which is paid journal or fake journal or which didn't have any credibility. Always read and put your energy in right journal and written by best authors. This is what the selection of your literature. You know, one thing is in English, gigo in and gigo out. I mean garbage in and garbage out, right? Gigo. So it is something like that. If your literature survey, if your base is powerful, so definitely there is more chances for publication, because the reference is also a very important factor of a paper. Second part is called as review, and how to review. Review does not generally mean that you have to read each and every paper line by line. You no need to read entire papers. It has a somewhat a mantra how to read and when to read. So particularly when you get a research article in your hand, so start reading from its title, then abstract, and then if you feel like it has somewhat of relevant with your research, then further proceed for reading, otherwise leave it. Once you read it, title and abstract, then go for its objective and read its conclusion. If its objective and conclusion are uh, parallel to each other, means you can say like the objectives are questions and its conclusion is answer, right? If you are finding that objectives right answer you are getting in conclusion, then read that paper, because the best paper always comprises the summary, the right answer of the objectives. Thirdly, read its material methods, and material methods should corresponding to its results and discussion, right? And then you read introduction and discussion part. So this is the way of reading. But generally student start reading from abstract, then introduction, then material methods, and till material methods they get bored and they stop reading. But it is not a way. Make reading interesting. I repeat it again: first title, abstract, then objective, conclusion, then material methods, result, introduction, and discussion. Then after reading whatever the right material you find it for your research, just copy and paste in a Word file. Now by doing so you will have a lot of content in your Word file, right? And that content now you have to paraphrase, from where your writing on writing skills or paraphrasing skills are started. Once the literature review is over, literature selection is over, you have to start writing. So how to write? So there is also writing should not start from your title, right? Always writing is started from your objectives. Make few objectives, what exactly you want to in your research. Write roughly on a paper, like this objective you have and you want to proceed. Then start making graphs and tables. Once your graphs, tables, figures is ready, then write material and methods. And in material methods, cover everything from beginning to last. What kind of the material, what kind of the methods you have used for your research. And as much as the very strong material methods you have, so it gives an emphasis in results, because strong methods result in a strong result. Then once your material method over, so corresponding to material methods, write your results. Once the results is over, so always remember in time of the results, don't put unnecessary theories or paragraphs in your results. Your results should be point to point, what exactly you have done, right? And then again come to your discussion. Your results should be described in your discussion. And once your discussion is over, write a conclusion, and your conclusion should be corresponding to your objectives. Then finally you are free to introduce your paper. So never write introduction in first, write introduction at last. And in introduction you can write introductory part of your complete research paper. I see how you can write your introduction. Introduction is somewhat of extract from your literature review, where you can put like what exactly this technology is, what is currently going on for this technology or this technique, and what few things the renowned author or renowned scientist have done. And then make it few something new, like what is the novelty in your current paper. And then fourth is objectives. Never ever write your research paper or your introduction without objectives. Objectives is the strength of the paper. And then finally come to an abstract. An abstract should be like 2-3 lines from introduction, 2-3 lines from material methods, 2-3 lines from result discussions, 1 line from conclusion. So this is how you can complete your abstract within a very short time. You no need to put more energy. And always remember, your title should be very concise, very concise, because a small title attracts more citations. So don't use very heavy terminology. Put it very relevant keywords which can catch to your viewers, catch for citations. And most importantly, your paper should have a involvement of any new technology. Update your methodology side, like currently IoT, neural network, and a lot of new things are going on, involve them, and in this way you can able to draft a very complete research paper. So as a last point, I want to tell, like, where you can publish, where you can send your paper, and who will edit it. Firstly, your own experience and your own confidence shows like that what quality of your paper. If you are writing a worst paper, and if you think that any good publisher will publish, so it will give you mentally unrest and unhappiness. So first of all, evaluate yourself, what kind of work you have done, and then show to your professor what kind of the suggestion he or she gives you, and then if possible, then give to a lay person who has only knowledge of English but not of technology. He might can give a good suggestion, because he is detached from your work, and once person is detached from your work, he has a good intuition and good observation for you. So he might help you. And finally, send to, after corrections, send to a publisher. And once it's goes for editing, understand what the comments editor has given you. Respect editors, don't debate with editors, understand his words. If this is a really really needs to give some ideas to editor for his view, then you go proceed for that. Otherwise, over and all, editor is very brilliant person. He knows, and he edited many papers like your paper. So finally, this is a structure and a simple guideline for writing a paper. So apart from this, I want to tell, like, don't blame English language. If you know English, it is okay. If you don't know English, so learn English, learn paper writing, and then proceed it. And install Grammarly software. It will improves your articles in particular, and spelling errors. And thirdly, I will tell, like, write a very short sentence. Don't describe sentence in 2 or 3 sentences. And finally, I will tell, in your paper, a flow should be there, so the person can feel like that he is flowing on river. If he start feeling uneasiness, or it gives irritation, so he will not read your paper. So I'm quite lucky. My paper is being cited every day. People are reading, and the method was that. So wait for my next video. And if you have any comment, be frank, and type on text box.